I call a pep talk. Hard not to get fired up by listening to that. It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play 1-0. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. With Luol Deng, he's a player, guys, that you just love to see go to work.
And, guys, Deng has developed into a very good shooter, especially off spot-ups or maybe one-dribble pull-ups. He's got range. He's developed that out to the three-point line. But he really likes to go to that mid-range area. One or two dribbles into the paint, he'll rise up, shoot right over the top.
But you know what I like about him most, Steve? Deng is a very well-balanced player. He does a lot of good things offensively, but he's just as good at the defensive end. He's a big key to his team's tough defense.
The road trip for the Rockets ends here as they leave for Houston right after the game. The upcoming part of their schedule is going to tell us a lot about this team, guys. They're facing a tough set of games on the road.
Well, they've cemented their status over the course of the year as one of the elite teams in the NBA. They've done everything that was expected of them over the course of the season, and they've really got it rolling.
Yeah, you know, Steve, that success, though, can be like a vapor and go up in smoke, especially if they don't have the same success in the upcoming postseason. They've set the bar very high for themselves, guys.
Gets it to go.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Outside Rose. Allen. Pass to Deng. Back to Allen. Just 4 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. From about 16, Dwight Howard pulls it in.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Parsons attacking. Harden. Nice shot from the wing. Harden's got his first basket of the night. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Tom Thibodeau.
He said he certainly followed the rise of Jeremy Lin into a prime-time point guard in this league, and he told me we need to try to limit his penetration. That's where he's most effective, slashing and with the drive and kick. Guys, Lin has certainly been working to improve his outside shot, but sometimes you have to pick your poison, and they'll live with him shooting from outside. Back to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. The Rockets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Well, the season numbers for this club really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Now here's Rose. He's coming off a 28-point game against Portland.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the ball, just racking up the assists.
Allen kicks to Rose. Rose off the pick from Allen. Rose passes to Allen. Brand trying to free himself up. Allen, that's good. Allen's got his second basket of the night. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against the Magic in Orlando.
That game nearly got away from them. A little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
You know what? The overtime was a bit of a lifeline for them. Things really swung in their favor then, and they were very strong in that extra session.
And the shot is good.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
Rose dishes to Allen. Kicks to Noah. Back to Allen. Into Noah. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Deng attacking. Rose. Shot. High post. No luck. Some solid defense there from Lin. And Parsons kicks to Lin. Missed inside.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Allen passes to Rose. Off the left rim and out. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Trailblazers.
And, you know, coming down the stretch in that game, they didn't have all the guys they would have liked on the floor because of the foul trouble they were in.
And as a result, Steve, they had to back down a little bit so they wouldn't get themselves into even more foul trouble.
A nice shot by Lin.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Bulls trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Grand, covered by Martin. And that one's good. Grand's got his first points in this one.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Lynn. 23 points his last outing. Now the dish to Parsons. Here's Harden on the wing. Shoots it up. Misses off the right iron.
The cheers just raining down from the rafters. It's a love fest here.
It sure is. He is one popular guy. That's obvious, Steve.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the night here. That free throw good from Allen. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Outside, Lynn, and the pass to Harden. Knocked away. It's off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. Howard dishes to Harden. Knocked loose. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. That goes on flash. That is his first foul of the game.
They tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
Jimmy Butler, he's jumped in for Elton Brand. Howard can't hit.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
He dishes it to Allen. Pass to Noah. Outside Rose. Kicks it out to Allen. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 9 points for Allen. Packets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Martin with the screen for Harden. Outside, Lynn, back to Harden. He passes to Martin. To the middle, Parsons. Soft touch off the glass. Parsons got his second basket.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Allen with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Rose kicks to Butler. Back to Rose. He feeds it to Butler. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
O'Marash, he's checked in for the Rockets. Pass to Lynn. The feed to Beverly. Drills it from outside. Beverly's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Butler, averaging 6 points per contest. And Boozer gets it to go.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Here's Beverly, right now averaging 7 points a game. Shoots the 3. Cannot hit. And the Bulls going the other way now. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
It was a very one-sided matchup last year, that's for sure. They came up empty against this club on the road and in the game played in their home building. Boy, they just battled.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And let's see which big men have had the softest touch lately with this look at the leading field goal percentages among centers and power forwards in the last 10 games. Second is Dwight Howard. Kenyon Martin, 4th.
And you look at that list, most of the guys there have that unique combination of power and finesse. A very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
And that kind of combo blend is what can turn a good offensive big man into a great one, fellas.
Allen, he's in at shooting guard. Dang out there with Noah. Then there's Drose. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Steve, moments ago talking about last year's meeting, and that was probably hard to swallow for a team that was typically the one doing the sweeping, Clark, not getting swept.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, there's still no shame in losing twice to these guys. It happened to a lot of teams, even some very good ones, so they need to keep their heads high.
Dang, covered by Martin. Snell gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Bulls lead by 3.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Harden the pass to Garcia. Garcia off the pick from Howard. From deep, Harden. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here is Harden. Garcia dishes to Lynn. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Lynn's got 11 points.
Boy, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
And stolen by Howard. Lynn kicks to Harden. Back to Lynn. High, arcing shot. And Allen with the block. The Bulls leading by 4. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Flash in the last outing against the Trailblazers, boy, was he tremendous. He finished with 28 points, but also came away with 5 big rebounds. It was a matchup that he took over, and he seemed to be able to do whatever he wanted out there. We'll see if he can sustain it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, but nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
Here's Allen, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Fires the 3. Kenyon Martin grabs the board. Martin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Garcia passes to Harden. Feeds it to Lynn. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Tell you what, I'd love to know how many of his assists have come by way of the screen and roll, because, you know, when he's the cutter on that play, inevitably one of his teammates winds up with a layup courtesy of one of his passes off the screen.
And I also think he might have played a little football, Steve, because he's excellent at intercepting passes. I mean, that seems to be his calling card defensively.
Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. He kicks it to Brand. Allen. Bulls moving the ball around. And it's Rose penetrating. In the air. And he lays it up and in. And the Bulls lead by 2.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now here's Lynn. He's got 13. Here's Harden. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Chicago's gone 2 or 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. The kick out to Rose. Outside down. Allen. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Thunder, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, Houston, a half game back.
Checking out Houston, they've continued their outstanding play. I mean, they're definitely one of those teams that everybody has in their sights again this year.
Well, you know, this is a team that doesn't have any glaring weaknesses. I mean, they're strong across the board on that roster. And I think as long as they stay solid and they stay healthy, it wouldn't surprise me if they made a strong push into the playoffs.
Now here's Allen after Jeremy Lin's miss. Now here's Allen. He's coming off a 28-point game against Portland.
And a gigantic game for him at the free throw line. I mean, he was initiating contact and really hunting those whistles from the referees.
Rockets trail. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Boy, that's a game you know the Heat would really like to take.
Boozer dishes to Allen. Dang against Parsons. Dang kicks to Allen. Allen left side. Can't hit from in close.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Back to Lynn. Dishes it to Parsons. Pass to Harden. Looking to end the drought. Gets the bucket. Harden's got 6.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Drose with the ball. Now guarded by Beverly. Allen passes to Rose. Ashik with the rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for James Harden. Lately, he's been untouchable. He's been in the zone.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Allen kicks to Nelson. Back to Allen. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
And they should be, Kevin. That was one elaborate finish.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And here's what the Chicago Bulls schedule is looking like. They'll be at home for the next game against the Bobcats. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Some really good games going on today. That Charlotte one especially.
The Bulls making a switch here. Noah's checked in. Here's Teague. Allen left side. From outside the arc. Count that one. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead. Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Garcia dishes to Williams. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Williams has got his first bucket in this one. Teague the pass to Butler. Allen a screen on Williams. Garcia against Butler. Kicks it out to Allen. Noah, 4 on the shot clock. Allen drives in.
Terrific game for Allen. He's got 14 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Going forward, I think it'd be a good idea to let him spend a little more time behind the arc. He looks like he has a nice touch from out there.
The Bulls making a switch here. And Allen drops them both.
How about the job they're doing drawing contact and giving themselves opportunities for free points at the line?
My kind of basketball, Steve. No frills, straight ahead, physical play.
Kanan kicks to Williams. Now the pass to Kanan. With the shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And let's check out a group of shooting guards that have been doing some dirty work inside lately, averaging the most rebounds per game at their position over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Allen, 3rd in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
You know, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. Typically, as a 2-guard, you're going to be on the perimeter a lot more often than you will be inside.
Yeah, but for all of these guys, you can point to their quickness as well as their superb instincts as to why they wound up on the list. And you've got to have that nose for the basketball. Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Kanan, the pass to Williams. Here's Kanan, defended by Butler. Williams for 3. There's the bucket, good. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
The drive by Allen. Kicks it to Noah. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Williams for 3. The rebound by Noah. Noah's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The dish now to Allen. Pass to Noah. Back to Allen. Snell. Outside Butler. Allen up top. And no good trying to get that one. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Bulls lead by...
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thursday.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
A view here from below, a statue that transcended Michael Jordan, the all-time great Chicago Bull. You know, Flash has been exceptional here, guys.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets. Manning the backcourt. Jeremy Lin along with James Harden. Howard is out there with Martin, and it's Parsons in at the 3 slot. Brand sets a screen for Allen. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Noah uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bulls lead by 5.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Here's Howard. Hits the jump hook. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Boy, I'd like to know how many of their attempts have come from inside 5 feet. It seems like everything is right at the rim.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Dang off the pick from Allen. Dang with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. For the lead. That one off the back iron and out. Chicago has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Rose dishes to Allen. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Count the bucket. Allen's got 18 points.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Lynn kicks to Harden. He dishes it to Howard. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
Chicago leading. Got a piece of it. Rose passes to Allen. And that is good. Allen's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic, he's really strong.
And let's not leave out another branding mark of his status as much in the clutch. When big shots needed to win a ball game, everybody in the building knows he's going to take it. Doesn't make any difference, though. He still finds a way to knock it down.
Back to Rose. To the inside. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Bulls have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Timeout called the Rockets.
Boy, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. And he may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now as the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
It's off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Howard against Noah. 3-pointer. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Howard. 11 points for James Harden.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Noah dishes to Dang. He passes to Rose. Allen outside. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Allen's got 9 points here in the second half. Lynn against Rose. Lynn kicks to Parsons. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Chicago leading by 3. Allen drives in. Rebounded by Parsons. Harden outside. Stolen by Allen. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Looking for Dang. He gets it there. Here's Rose. And the rejection by Harden. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And the Rockets making a change here. Ashik's checked in. And Dang, here we go. Allen passes to Rose. 6 to shoot. Boozer a screen on Lynn. Here's Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Harden kicks to Lynn. Plenty of space. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Dang dishes to Allen. Brand left side. Allen defended by Parsons. Here's Brand. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Brand's got his second basket of the night.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
A nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
Reggie Williams, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. It's Allen with the drive. Stolen by Harden. Outside, Lynn. He feeds it to Ashik. And some nice passing there by Houston. And Allen with the block. But he gets it back. Second chance shot. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws. And here's a look at some of the most multi-dimensional players in the NBA. Not only can they pass, they can fill it up. The highest scoring point guards this season. Derrick Rose is second.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in the league. To see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, it's wacko. That's sort of the era we're in right now, though. A point guard who consistently takes things into his own hands is far more common than it used to be. Some people may not like it, but that's the way of the modern NBA. Change is inevitable, and I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Outside, Lynn. Here's Harden. Drains it from 17 feet out. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Rose kicks to Boozer. Working on Ashik. From in close. Boozer, no good.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
It's Harden with the drive. The open shot, Williams. Here's Ashik. He nails it, and we're tied up.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Passes to Dunleavy. It's Allen on the wing. Now the feed to Boozer. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Boozer's got 8 points.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Now we've got a moment to see how the Bulls are doing rank-wise in the NBA. First in assists, second in field goal percentage, and they're the 3rd-ranked team in free throw percentage. A number of players on that team are very comfortable and capable at the foul line.
Yeah, and the one thing that really jumps out at me when you talk about all these stats, Clark, is the assists. And this is a team that has been very unselfish. They're sharing the ball, they're moving, they're really getting a good flow to their offense. And as a result, they're finding pretty high percentage shots almost every possession.
It's stolen by Allen. Dang with the bucket.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Harden kicks to Beverly. Hands it from downtown. Beverly's got 6.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
Feeds to Dang. Fade away. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. Beverly the pass to Lynn. He kicks to Beverly. Back to Lynn for the lead. They get it again. Puts up the baby hook. Now Allen. He's got 25. Back to Rose. Rose off the pick from Allen. Rose dishes to Dang. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Pass to Harden. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Rose. Chicago has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Butler kicks to Allen. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way.
He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
They grab their own miss. And Allen with the block. Rose with the ball. He has 5. Butler on the way. Back to Rose. Dishes it to Dunlap. Inside. Here's Allen. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Chicago. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And checking out Cleveland. 6.5 games behind them.
You know, looking at Chicago, they've done it again this season. Established themselves as one of the league's elite teams.
And, you know, that's really the mark of a great franchise, Clark, when you can do it over and over again, particularly when the expectations are high, because the pressure's on, and all you can do is continue to work and compete and try to perform at the same level you've been at. That's exactly what this team's doing.
Rose kicks to Butler. It's Allen on the wing. Launches it. Rebounded by Parsons. Houston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And they're attacking the gaps in the defense with their quick, aggressive drives into the paint area.
And the Rockets making a change here. Howard's checked in. Allen passes to Noah. It's rebounded by Houston. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's the pass to Canaan. Harden outside. Harden left side. Noah with the block. And they're able to recover.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
They need this. Tries again. And Butler with a nice bucket inside.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Here's Canaan, defended by Allen. And Allen with the block. And Beverly kicks to Harden. 46 seconds left in the third. Here's Martin, and boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And you hear the crowd kind of murmuring. I don't think they agreed with the officials on that one.
Steve, I tell you what, they're really letting them have it.
Allen drives in. Outside Dang. Back to Allen. Good. Allen's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
Pass to Kanan. Back to Harden. He gets it up. No good on the buzzer beater. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Rockets ahead.
Wednesday, February 8th.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And I also like the penetration. I mean, they're getting into the paint and getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives.
Allen in a two-guy. Dang out there at Noah. Then there's Drose. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Houston. Bulls on D. Howard dishes to Harden. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Harden's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Rockets.
Seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, I mean, he's perfectly willing to be the hero or the GOAT for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
And he also is incredibly adept at running the pick and roll. He almost always makes things happen when he instigates that play.
Lynn kicks to Harden. The dish to Howard. Outside, Lynn. Harden outside. He passes it to Howard. A 3-ball. Another miss by Harden.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Rose kicks to Allen. To take the lead. Bullseye. Allen's got 31 points.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Harden outside. Here's Kanan. Chicago grabs the miss. Allen kicks to Rose. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now a 3-point Bulls lead. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Passes it to Kanan from downtown. Up again. Rebound by Rose. The Bulls have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Poked away. And here's Parsons. Kicks to Lynn. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go.
Yeah, that's his first 3.5. There may be more in store.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Tom Thibodeau was giving to his team. He said, no time to waste, fellas. We've got to pick it up right now if we're going to make a comeback and try to win this thing. Let's go all out. Back to you.
Kenyon Martin is checked in for Houston. Just 5 to shoot. That's it 5 from 18. And boom, he nails it. 33 points for Allen. For Houston, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Lynn the pass to Harden. Back to Lynn. He dishes it to Harden. They get it back. Howard. Great D that time from Brand. For Chicago, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Allen drives in. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Harden. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
It's been a good night so far for Harden. He's got 17 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two. You know, this is a common problem for them, their inability to consistently knock down their free throws.
Harden hits them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Rose kicks to Dang. Allen with the screen for Dang. He feeds it to Allen. Tries to save it, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Allen against Land. Harden up top, and there's the feed to Parsons. Harden to take the lead, and Martin with the nice bucket inside. And the Rockets lead by 2.
They've done a terrific job of getting offensive rebounds and then converting those here in the second half. I mean, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but they've turned them all into points.
Rose dishes to Allen. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on James Harden. And he knocks down the first one. And Allen drops them both. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
Well, 7 lead changes, Kevin and Steve, in this one, and we could very well be seeing more.
Yeah, I believe it, because these two teams so well matched up. You look at the talent. I think we're in for a very, very competitive night.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. That's 10 points for Chandler Parsons.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That one is off. And the second free throw, good.
Well, one more make would have been awfully nice, but I'm sure they're happy just to take the lead.
Now a timeout called by Houston. You have to like what we're seeing from Flash.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Here's Lynn. Feeds it to Harden. Fires, high post. Elton Brand grabs the board.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Allen kicks to Rose. Softly drops in the floater. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
Gotta love the teardrop. Just put it right over the defender.
Outside, Lynn. Harden defended by Allen. It's Harden with the drive. Howard, the pass to Harden. Rocket 6. And Allen with the block.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Here's Lynn. He kicks it to Harden. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Tang's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Allen, that's good. Allen's got 39.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Harden gets a screen from Howard. Stolen by Allen. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And there's Joakim Noah on the assist by Allen. 9 points for Joakim Noah.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
Harden kicks to Lynn. Pass to Howard. Back to Lynn. Dishes it to Harden. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. Harden's got 21 in the game.
He may need to start spreading the ball around, not shooting the ball well at all here in the fourth.
Rose kicks to Dang. Defended by Parsons. Joakim Noah again.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Back to Lynn. Howard with a screen on Dang. Here's Lynn. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Rose attacking. Kicks it out to Allen. The pass to Noah. Allen. Noah with a screen for Allen. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Dang kicks to Allen. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Outside Rose. 5 on the clock. Rose back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
He gets trailed by 9. Martin with a screen on Rose. Lynn with it. He's picked up by Brand. Parsons dishes to Lynn. Howard. And it's in off the backboard. Howard's got 12 points here in the second half.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Backing down is Rose. Pass to Allen. Makes the lead pass. And that one's good by Noah. And the Bulls lead by 9.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Here's Allen. Outside Rose. Rose off the pick from Allen. Rose kicks to Dang. Allen with the screen for Dang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely, here it comes. See if you can stop it.
Lynn kicks to Harden. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result may change.
Back to Noah. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Looking at the game for Noah, 13 points and a block. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
Yeah, it's really been something, Clark. The energy that he's brought. He's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and first guy back defensively as well.
Deflects the pass. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. And Howard down the jam.
Boy, that was a massive sequence of events there. Absolutely clutch defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decided on plays, Clark, just like that.
Effort and hustle plays often are big plays for a team.
Yeah, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam at the other end. What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Allen outside. Allen left side. Allen left side. So the first one drops, and that will push the lead to double digits. And Allen drops them both.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
The tray, and James Harden hits from deep.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Now here's Allen. There's the dish to Brand. Working on Martin. Fades. And the basket good. And the Bulls lead by 10.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
Rose against Parsons. Rose passes to Day. Allen up top. Brand sets a screen for Allen. He passes to Brand. And that one's good by Noah. And now it's a 12-point Chicago lead.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
The dive for the ball. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Teague. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this ring, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave...